Every seed has the potential to grow into a giant tree. In the same way, gametes, the reproductive cells, carry the potential of life. Have you ever planted two different seeds and watched the plant emerge? That's what happens inside the human body too, except the seeds are called sperms and ova, and the process of forming them is called gametogenesis. In this video, we'll explore how gametes are made, focusing on the step-by-step processes of spermatogenesis in males and oogenesis in females. Gametogenesis is a biological process by which gametes are formed in the primary sex organs. Testes in males produce sperms through a process called spermatogenesis. Ovaries in females produce ova through a process called oogenesis. Both these processes involve mitosis, meiosis, and cellular transformation, but differ vastly in timing and structure. Let's begin with spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis begins at puberty under hormonal control. It occurs inside the seminiferous tubules of the testes. Here's how it unfolds step by step. Spermatogonia, singular, spermatogonium, which are diploid cells with 4-6 chromosomes, undergo mitosis to multiply. Some differentiate into primary spermatocytes, which also have 46 chromosomes. These undergo the first meiotic division to produce two haploid secondary spermatocytes, each with 23 chromosomes. The secondary spermatocytes then undergo the second meiotic division to form 4 haploid spermatids. Input symbol for numbers: so, 1 primary spermatocyte to secondary spermatocytes, 4 spermatids, each spermatid has 23 chromosomes. Next, these spermatids undergo transformation into functional sperms in a process called spermiogenesis. The mature sperm has 4 parts. Head contains the haploid nucleus and a cap-like acrosome with enzymes. Neck connects the head and middle piece, packed with mitochondria to provide energy. Tail, responsible for motility. After formation, sperms are released from Sertoli cells into the tubule lumen in a process called spermiation. Spermatogenesis is regulated by the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis. The hypothalamus releases GnRH, gonadotropin-releasing hormone. GnRH stimulates the anterior pituitary to secrete FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, which acts on Sertoli cells to support spermiogenesis. LH, luteinizing hormone, which acts on Leydig cells to secrete testosterone, stimulating sperm production. This hormonal balance ensures continuous sperm formation starting from puberty. Oogenesis begins before birth, a major difference from spermatogenesis. Here's how it unfolds. During fetal development, oogonia form in the ovaries by mitosis. These develop into primary oocytes, which start meiosis but halt at prophase 1. Each primary oocyte becomes surrounded by granulosa cells, forming a primary follicle. Between birth and puberty, most of these oocytes degenerate. By puberty, only about 60,000 to 80,000 remain. During each menstrual cycle, one follicle resumes development. It becomes a secondary follicle, then a tertiary follicle with a fluid-filled cavity called the antrum. The oocyte inside completes meiosis I, producing one large secondary oocyte. One tiny first polar body usually degenerates. This division is unequal, allowing the secondary oocyte to retain most of the cytoplasm, essential for early embryonic growth. The tertiary follicle matures into the Graafian follicle. Just before ovulation, the secondary oocyte forms a protective membrane called the zona pellucida. The follicle then ruptures, releasing the secondary oocyte from the ovary. This event is known as ovulation. Let's wrap up with a quick comparison between spermatogenesis and oogenesis. First, the start point. Spermatogenesis begins at puberty, while oogenesis starts before birth. Second, the output. Spermatogenesis produces millions of sperms, but oogenesis results in just one ovum per cycle. Third, the type of cell division. Spermatogenesis follows equal divisions, whereas oogenesis undergoes unequal divisions. And finally, the continuity. Spermatogenesis is a continuous process, but oogenesis stops at menopause. This comparison highlights how both processes are uniquely designed to support human reproduction. Let me know if you'd like a version timed for a video or slide narration.